On 9th August, an American armored column striking from the base of the Brittany Peninsula advances toward the important rail center of Le Mans. Infantry occupy the city of Le Mans 10th August after covering 55 miles in 36 hours. French civilians loot a German warehouse at the railroad yard in Le Mans. Supplies reach Le Mans from Cherbourg, a distance of 170 rail miles. French civilians and members of the Free French Army Work Battalion aid in sending supplies to the front lines. From Le Mans, Allied troops swing north in an effort to encircle the German 7th Army. French patriots demonstrate how they maintained contact with Allied forces by means of an improvised radio. Despite a German headquarters next door, news of Allied activities was received from D-Day until the time of liberation. Power was generated by an old motor and a bicycle. On 12th August, an armored column enters Alençon, narrowing the German escape route. Allied forces advance north to the town of Sète, steadily compressing the pocket holding 80,000 of General von Kluge's desperate 7th Army. Brigadier General Jacques-Philippe Leclerc arrives at a forward echelon to consult with members of his staff. A French-manned American tank that received a direct hit from a German 88mm gun. Shelling Argentan. Through the city passes the main lateral road along which the whole German left and center would expect to retire. Direct hit on a German ammo truck. Entering Argentan at 1200 hours, 20th August. Meanwhile, British forces strike south from Caen. Just west of Saint-Sylvain on the Falaise front of the Argentan-Falaise pocket, a Canadian armored division closes in on the German escape route. On the Vire-Mortain front at the extreme western end of the Falaise-Argentan pocket, artillery units of the American First Army repelled strong enemy attempts to break through our positions to the sea and cut supply lines of the Third Army. Entering Gatemo north of Mortain, 11th August. Armored vehicles advance on Mortain after throwing back another enemy counterattack, one of the most decisive actions of the campaign. Mortain, after changing hands several times, is occupied 13th August. French patriots volunteer for service. American forces narrow the German escape route in the Argentan sector, entering La Ferté-Macé, 14th August. Spanish workers in a German labor battalion at Carouge, which fell 13th August. British troops advancing towards Saint-Lambert-sur-Dives as they seek to effect a junction with American forces. Mongol prisoners. German officers at Saint-Lambert-sur-Dives surrender as the escape gap begins to close. Nazis rounded up by French forces of the interior. The Falaise Argentin pocket closes 19th August as U.S. troops advancing northward from east of Argentin effect a juncture with Canadian and Polish units moving down from Trun. Preparing to fire a request to surrender to remnants of the trapped German 7th Army. Offering the enemy food and water, the message warns Nazis they are surrounded by a ring of steel. Captured German Lieutenant General Otto Elfelt and 2 of his staff at Nona-la-Pin. 10,000 Nazis caught in the Falaise Argentin pocket are imprisoned in a concentration camp formerly used by the Germans. General Eisenhower confers with Undersecretary of War Robert P. Patterson and Lieutenant General Breon Somerville in the Cherbourg Peninsula. British Foreign Secretary Anthony Eden. General Charles de Gaulle and General Eisenhower.